Hi everyone, this is a special vlog for you all about the Big Five. We're sitting in the Ngoro and Beyond Lodge, and I've got some special guests with me today. I've got my fellow traveller Ali.
Hi.
Zelda you already know.
Hello.
And Chris as well.
Cheers.
So we're going to talk today about the Big Five. We've taken lots of footage, and so we thought we'd have a bit of a chat and then show you our photos. So we know the Big Five in Africa is the buffalo, the elephant, the lion, the leopard,
Rhino.
and the rhino. Thank you. And so the reason why they're the Big Five is apparently because they were the hardest to hunt.
On foot.
On foot. So, you know, so out of the Big Five, what's everyone's favourite?
Elephant. Yeah.
Elephant?
Can I have more than one? Leopard and elephant.
Okay. Ali?
I can't decide. Can I say everyone but the buffalo?
Yes. The buffalo. Look,
Surely not the buffalo.
I'm not a fan of the buffalo either. So, but for me, it's the leopard. I just think the leopard is just so beautiful. But given that the criteria was hunting on foot, and we don't do much hunting now. I mean, hunting for the right photograph, maybe. But is that criteria right? Me, I would dump the buffalo. But do we need a Big Five? Do we need more than a Big Five? What animals would you put in if you had the chance to take one out and put one in, or take more than one out and put more than one
I'll
in?
start by saying that I never knew about this whole hunting criteria until we came here. I always, just figured it was about which ones are the most, exciting, which ones are the ones people most want to see.
Yeah.
And
But then you go, why is the buffalo in there?
Yeah,
Who
nobody
wants
wants
to
to see a buffalo.
Someone, if there's anyone out there who doesn't want to see a buffalo,
I'm so
we're
sorry. But I did like Dad's, you mentioned something about the Great Migration, about how it's less about the buffalo itself, but if you
Yeah.
see the migration,
herds.
that's
Yes.
really
And
exciting.
that's more wildebeest though.
But it is buffalo too.
So it's the sum of its parts, a buffalo
Yeah.
herd, rather than the individual
But I
buffalo.
must admit, yeah.
What about a giraffe? Shouldn't that be in the Big Five?
I like a giraffe, and we've seen some, and so up close some of the giraffes that we've seen.
They're really beautiful and really curious. They stop and they look and they go, what are you doing?
It's very fun, and because they chew the cud, they can just stare at you
Yeah.
while they're chewing and chewing, and they're just
Contemplation.
look very thoughtful.
What about a hippo? What's a
It's
hippo
big.
know?
Well, it's big. I mean, if we are saying the Big Five, then the hippos are huge.
And they're very impressive when they do the big jaw thing.
Yes, that's got to be one of the money
Yeah,
shots that you
that
want
is.
when you
Exactly.
you've got that in your head. You've got to wait and see if you can get one of those
Yeah.
big open mouth shots.
But like you said, Ali, you thought the Big Five was more about what was popular, and originally it was what was difficult to hunt. So maybe it's what's difficult to find is an option for a Big Five.
Yeah.
Now we've heard of pangolins, honey badgers, aardvarks, and even our guides. Some of our guides have never seen a pangolin in the wild. So maybe the Big Five is something like the Big Five that are so hard to find
That should
you
be-
can't tick them off your list.
That should be another 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've
The
got
elusive five?
The elusive five. Look, we did have a bit of a chat over dinner about what we were going to talk about today, and quite frankly, we did. We started to come up with all kinds of different criteria.
Yeah.
Why does 5 have to be the number? And it started to get into quite a deeper meaning, or philosophical, existential kind of talk.
Because I wanted to know, why can't we have the absurd five? I mean,
Absurd
giraffes
five.
and zebras. Really, seriously, who designed them?
Exactly.
I mean, and then you were saying about the wildebeest. They have tiny little skinny legs.
Yeah.
Does that count as well?
Well,
I don't
I
know.
don't know,
Maybe.
they have big long faces.
I know. But anyway, what we have got for you is all of the shots that we've taken of the Big Five. Look, I'll tell you the buffalo, I haven't taken as many. I've tried to take some and put them in there, out of sympathy for the poor buffalo that I don't particularly like. The other thing is our rhino pictures. At the time that we're filming this, we've only seen 3 white rhinos down in South Africa, and we've seen a very blurry black rhino
Long distance.
from a long distance in the crater yesterday. Look, I'm hoping that we do get some more shots of some rhino, but if we don't, that's the case. We're happy that we've gotten to see rhino because they're so endangered and they're still at risk. So we're happy that we got to see what we did.
Yeah.
What we've also put in though is some gorgeous baby Big Five photos because, who doesn't love a baby something or other? So we've put them at the back end as well. So I hope you enjoy our take on all the big five in Africa.
Sensitive. The trunk is very sensitive. Yeah. Very flexible. It's showing off. These are our most.
Oh, it's very, very
2.5,
tiny
3
tusks.
years. Yes. So very soon the mother will stop them from.
Yes, when they get. Oh, does he not happy with us?
Let's see. Maybe yes. Maybe no.
What should we do? We've got one. Oh,
Maybe we leave the car and run.
Yeah, good idea.
good luck with that one.
That's what
That's
I
a
was
huge
thinking.
group. Look at us.
Just looking at something on the sides. Maybe you can see an antelope also. Just checking the area.
Radija mana? Cobra.
Look, here's my phone.
A belly full of milk is energetic now.
Very powerful.
Milk strength. Oh, you can just see a little tusk there.
See the little tusk on the side?
Like baby teeth.
Oh, the little tusks.
You call the baby.
Not scaring them away.
Yeah, it is.
Capsule.
Oh my
Ang
god.
pagihitile kwa ga banan tane.
Yep.
Na my mim ndala nya na yo white.
You can always edit it out later. Oh look, gosh, she's attitude of Samson.
Rari dia kwa di.
To the leg. To play.
Tsele di tau tsele di tapile tsu. Ni tsoro tse di tsile a re ya go 10.
You hear the cub there? He's talking to mom.
still be drinking milk?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, I'm 7 weeks.
You're drinking it right up until about 3 months old even. Up your eyes, Matthew, right?
So spotted, like it's so.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed all our photos of our big five. What we did learn when we got over here was there's an ugly five, and that's the 5 ugliest animals in Africa. Now, the only thing is though, is that there's a bit of controversy, or there's a bit of contention over what is the ugly 5. So we know for sure that it's wildebeest, warthog, hyena, marabou, stork. Some say vulture, some say buffalo. I thought that was really interesting, so we taken some shots of the ugly 6. So for us out. Now, looking at that, do we all agree that these are the ugliest 5 or 6 in Africa?
Absolutely not. No, complete disagreement.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure which pretty person decided that these animals were ugly.
Look, I mean, I'm going to say that I'm not a fan of the buffalo, but I don't think they're completely ugly.
Yeah, they're pretty ugly.
They're the closest. They're the closest I would get.
And these
but
poor old wildebeest.
I know they just look sad.
No,
Yeah.
they're ugly. I
And
don't
they've
like
got
the
really
wildebeest.
sad legs. They can't help it.
Look, but let's get to the point here. Hyena, warthog. They're cute. They're so cute.
I
They're not
agree.
ugly at all.
I
Hyenas
just,
actually
you
are
know.
very, very good mothers.
Wait till you see the babies.
And the
well,
ones,
that's so cute.
I'll appreciate that. I'm a bit biased. I think the hyena and the warthog are absolutely gorgeous, and so we've taken a whole pile of shots. But what I've included in here is maybe a hell of a lot of hyena pups,
they're cute.
and warthogs doing funny things. But so the marabou stork, though, we do
Oh, yeah,
agree, is an
yeah.
ugly
Yeah,
bird.
really, really.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. And again, we only got a couple of shots of a marabou. I think we've only seen a couple on our trips. Is there any animals that we think should be in the ugly? It's hard because, you know, they're all creatures that are beautiful in their own right.
Should vultures
that
be
is
in there?
true.
Oh, the vulture. Oh, yeah, the vulture. Except the vulture. The vulture is ugly as. And I know that the things like, because we see a lot of references to the Lion King, and so there's animals that people do think are ugly, like the hyena, and it's a bad rap from Lion King.
Yeah.
But warthogs, well, I think most people think warthogs are cute.
It's like the way they run. It's like their little dogs with stumpy little legs, just with their tails up and everything. It's so cute.
It is, and I don't think we've got any footage as yet, but I'm going to try and get some footage of that. So, ugly 5 or 6. Do we have anything else we want to say about the ugly 5 or 6?
They should never exist. No ugly.
No ugly. Yeah,
No
we're not
uglies.
ugly shaming any animals here.
Yeah, apart from the marabous.
And yeah, the marabou stork, and to be honest, and that bloody wildebeest. So look, we have got
No, the wildebeest.
Anyway, this is the joy of having an open consensus. So we do have some footage. I'm sorry that the buffalo shots are probably the same buffalo shots you've already seen. I did try to put some young in of wildebeest to try and balance it a bit, but you know, yeah. Anyway,
It's a bit harder.
It is.
Yeah.
I must admit, it is hard to make the buffalo look pretty.
It is. But anyway, that's our special on the big 5 and the ugly 5 or 6. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any ideas on what you think I should be in the big 5, any that shouldn't be, or any ugly 5 that you think should be in there, feel free, or any other categories of whatever 5 we need. And if we've got some shots, we'll put it together for you. So thank you 3 for joining me on the couch here at Ngora Crater Lodge with Ambient, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, Zelda. Bye.
more like a disc. They shovel up the sand.
you can scoop it out.
So those warts here, they call warts. To this one here. It's very possible. But like I said, we've seen about 4 different generations here, so there are much bigger cubs. They might just be still inside the mound. Maybe their mom hasn't come back yet.
Maybe out hunting.
Yeah, out sort of doing